What's up, YouTube? We're back. It's your boy, MADDEST, and I'm here because I finally got my delivery. Hey guys, welcome back. That's right, Black Friday order in June. Let me tell you the story. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, I'll fill you in right now. We were camping over the Thanksgiving holiday. Black Friday came around. I decided I'd see what kind of deals I could get. I made a couple orders. One of the places I ordered from was SD Bullion. They had a what they called a Freedom Round available at spot. And they also had free shipping over $100. So, didn't make sense for me to buy the round at spot and then pay for shipping, because then I wouldn't have been at spot anymore. So, I added 4 tubes of Christmas themed copper rounds. And it was like a Rudolph and a snowman and a Santa. It was 4 different ones, but a tube of each. To get my order over $100. So I could get the free shipping, and I was just getting ready to hit 1,000. So this was in late November, and I knew I was going to be doing 1,000 sub giveaway stream sometime in the next few months, or a few weeks rather. So I wanted to be able to give away a lot of these Christmas rounds before Christmas or right around Christmas. So I added 4 tubes of those. Needless to say, never showed up. Now, if you guys remember, I was a few months behind on my mail back then. So it wasn't until March, I believe, that I realized that I didn't have that order. At that point, I contacted SD Bullion. They told me that they couldn't help me. It's been too long, that I need to contact the post office. So I went to the post office, went through all that. Basically didn't get anywhere. So they gave me a number to call for Consumer Affairs. So didn't call that number right away. I think a few more weeks went by. I called Consumer Affairs, didn't get anywhere. They said, hey, it's been returned to SD Bullion. So I reached back out to SD Bullion. Nothing happened. They said they didn't have it. They didn't know anything. The tracking number at this point had expired. So nobody could look up anything by the tracking number, because the tracking number was no longer any good. So, back to the post office, back and forth. They send me to like a lost and found place. Somehow I got an employee emergency hotline. So when I finally called in, they thought I was an employee giving some kind of emergency phone call to some, I don't know. It was weird. Ended up back on the phone. Figured I'd give SD Bullion one more push to see if I could get anything done. I spoke to a customer service guy named Frank. And Frank basically told me, hey, look, we only have a 3-day window for you to basically file a complaint, say something went wrong, whatever the case is. You only have 3 days from the date of delivery to make that complaint. Bingo. I'm a pretty smart guy. The minute Frank said that, I started using his own logic against him. Well, Frank, clearly it hasn't been delivered. So based on what you're saying, my 3 days hasn't even started yet. So this is a pre-3-day complaint. By the time it was all said and done, of course I threw YouTube into it. It's like, you know, trying to throw my weight around. But, you know, I did the best I could. I was like, that's fine. I'll just let all my subscribers know, you know, at least the 12 that actually subscribe. A lot of you that watch my videos don't subscribe, but that's fine. I think you should. I would if I was you. But tried to throw my weight around a little bit, even though, you know, I'm making myself sound bigger and cooler than I am to the SD Bullion guy, right? And, you know, not only am I going to tell the people that watch my channel, but I'm going to tell other channel providers to tell their people the same, so on and so forth. So I get off the phone with Frank, and I get a call back from the people at the investigation place at the post office, where apparently they have this huge warehouse in every city where all these packages go when there's nowhere else for them to go. And I don't know, like, what happens next, but I would like to work at that place. I feel like that would be pretty cool because I think you would get a lot of hookup. Anyways, I had to fill out this form that literally broke down description of every single item that was in my package, because apparently they open the packages at some point and then they can look for the items in the packages. And they also wanted the address and the name that it was shipped from. And I knew SD Bullion did some kind of SD bearings or something like that. So I called customer service again to get the name and address that it would have been shipped from. And get this, crazy coincidence. Guess who answers the phone? Frank. He's like, hey, yeah, we just talked about an hour and a half ago. I was like, well, that's a really weird coincidence. Unless you're like the only customer service guy, that's weird. So I get the address from Frank, and he says, hey, hold on. I'd talked to one of my managers after you and I got off the phone, and she wants to talk to you. Okay, cool. So I get on the phone. Real nice lady. Says, hey, I really want to look into this. We're going to try to find out what happened. I'm like, well, that's great news. She said, can you give me a couple days and I'll give you a call? I said, absolutely. A couple days later, just like she said she would, she called. I answered the phone. She was still super nice, super friendly. She said, hey, it didn't come back here. We can't figure out where it went. There's no way for us to really get any information. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replace your order. But on the copper rounds, we don't have the Christmas theme rounds in stock. So we're going to have to replace them with some other copper rounds. I was like, look, any copper rounds will do. 1 ounce of silver, 80 ounces of copper. I don't care what it is. Because I had already written this order off at this point. It was $120 down the drain. I had already accepted it. So now it's kind of like found money, right? So she said, hey, I'm going to send you a form. You're going to have to print it, fill it out, sign it, send it back. Then we'll get your order shipped. Lo and behold, they got my order shipped. So that's what we're going to open today. Sorry for that long-winded story, but I felt like you guys needed to know the whole thing. And at the end of the day, I don't know if it was my threats. I don't know if it was the fact that I got lucky with Frank. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't know if it was the fact that I got lucky and got Frank on the phone twice. Whatever it was, it worked out. SD Bullion came around and did the right thing, which I'm really happy about, because I didn't want to stop shopping with SD Bullion, because they're one of my favorite online dealers. I like them better than some of the other guys. Crap mix, you know. So obviously there's other sites with some better deals sometimes, and I'll typically go with that as well. And sometimes, you know, other sites there's certain things you can only get in other places. But given all else being equal, I'll go with SD Bullion. All right, make sure I don't have any personal info on here, and I don't. Now, it was funny because she did say, hey, we're going to send this FedEx and require a signature, so we can't send it to your P.O. box. Do you mind letting us send it to your home address? And I said, no, here's my address. That's not a problem. So when the FedEx guy came to deliver it, it was the funniest thing, because I was literally getting ready to go check the mail, and mailboxes are in the same spot in our neighborhood. Like, it's not each individual house. They're all together. So I was headed down that way. As I was walking out the door, a FedEx truck pulls up, drops off something my wife had ordered for the camper. So I put that inside. I come back out. There's another FedEx truck coming from the other direction. He pulls up, drops off dog food and something else. I'm like, well, that was silly. 2 FedEx trucks, different deliveries. And sure enough, I go get the mail. And right as I get back from getting the mail, The FedEx truck is now like 3 houses down, making another delivery. But then this rented van pulls up, and it's like a rented van from FedEx. So FedEx is renting extra vehicles to put out on the road to get packages delivered. So within 5 minutes, 3 separate deliveries from FedEx at my house. Isn't that crazy? And I'm thinking to myself, surely you guys, being the logistical giants that you are, could figure out that you're making 3 separate deliveries and 3 separate vehicles to the same house within 5 minutes. There's got to be a more efficient way there, right? Anywho, not my problem. Alright. Thank you for your support of SD Bullion. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm kind of excited to see what kind of copper rounds I'm going to get here. This is going to be the silver one first, so we'll get that one out of the way first. Now, I don't know if this is the same Freedom round they had then, or if I do think they released another one. And I'm actually recording this the night of 4th of July, so what a coincidence to be opening a Freedom round on 4th of July that you ordered on Black Friday. Go figure. Oh, that's pretty cool. See, I still feel like our mint should be doing stuff like this. There it is, 3 9's fine, 1 troy ounce, SD Bullion, Freedom round, and I will throw that in a capsule. But wait, there's more. So, let's get these tubes out. Now, another thing that's pretty cool is the cost of copper has gone way up since I ordered these. If I'm not mistaken, let me see if it even tells me on here. It doesn't, but I'll stick it somewhere here on the video, what I paid for these copper rounds each, because I do have it in my original email receipt. So, eventually SD Bullion did the right thing. And for me, it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. So, I'm going to give them credit for doing the right thing. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we got here. This is fun. These tubes are awesome too. Do I have to cut that? Maybe not. Yeah, I do. If you're looking to sell, you can sell to SD Bullion, or you can sell to me. I am always looking for a deal. Oh, look at that. The Mercury dimes. These are awesome. Alright, so these are all the same. These are all the winged Liberty Head style obverse there. And they've all got this traditional reverse here. I'm not sure what mint this is from. I don't know if this is a SD Bullion mint thing. I think I've seen this on some of the Golden State Mint ones as well, though. 1 AVDP ounce. For those of you that aren't sure what that means, that is the standard ounce You know, precious metals are weighed in troy ounces, but copper is not a precious metal. So copper is weighed in regular ounces. Alright, let's get in the rest of these and see what they are. Well, I thought I cut it. There we go. Oh, looks like we got another roll of the Merc dimes. I hope they're not all four the same. That would suck. I'll get that off later. I'm not going to make y'all sit through that, but I definitely don't want that tape on there. Huh. That's interesting. Why do y'all think that is like that? Now I gotta count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Huh. Maybe it's the, maybe it's because the relief on that is higher. Same back. And this is a 20th anniversary of September 11, 2001. That is cool. Oh, because it's fixing to be September 11, 2021. This is awesome. Oh, some people are going to love this. I will definitely have to make some of these available, either through giveaways or auctions or both. That is cool. And it looks like this one's going to be a Morgan dollar. Same back, I'm assuming. Yep. Alright, so we got 3 different kinds. We got the Morgan dollar, the Winged Liberty head, and the 20th anniversary of 9/11. So freaking cool. SD bullion. I appreciate you making it right. I appreciate you coming through for me. I'm just going to count these real quick because it's weird that they're so different. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, I guess it must be the relief that makes the difference in the height. That's the only thing that makes sense. Logically, anyway. Alright, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Definitely super happy I was able to get this stuff finally. Got these going. And some of them will go to my copper stack. Some of them will go to the community. With this right here is definitely going in my stack. And you know, once it goes in my stack, it never goes back. So come hang out with us. Come and jump into a coin roll hunting stream or an auction with me sometime soon. And do not worry about fitting in because we are all mad here.